just coming in real quick to get my phone so I could show you guys what I did here. I'm cooking up some chicken teriyaki from 4-quarter. And then I put some pork lard on top because they were kind of sticking, and I figured, hey, I'll add some grease to the fire. I'm just hanging out with the birds. You can see my neighbors' peaks of their houses through the trees as well. I don't know if you can hear the birds. I'm gonna lift this up. There we go. Those chicken will be ready in no time. There we go. It's 4:45 in the morning. It started traffic, just like every 40 and 30 zone. Victoria Park is the only 30 zone in all of Kitchener. I wish you guys could see. Oh, I have the light. Flashlight. Hey, bud. There's a lot of new growth here, which is pretty cool. Because it's not just walnut tree growth. Should probably go check on the chicken. going back on because the flames. I should get back. Look at those. Holy shit. Let's see if I can do this. And the nice thing is, my neighbors, well, they were actually nice neighbors, but they complained about smells, and like Rob plays his radio at night, and like sometimes he falls asleep with it on. I'm like, I don't know, I stay up late too. He goes to bed between midnight and 3 a.m. Like, he's just listening to his radio in his house. You know, like, I don't know. Close your windows. Get air conditioning. I don't know. Solve your problem. It's not my problem. As Rob would say, actually, to me about stuff when I would say, oh yeah, I've got some landlord thing to deal with, or... But yeah, thank you for having sort of a mindfulness meditation session with me under the tree there. Some people need help by picturing their feet. What are their feet touching? Can they feel their socks? Can they feel the soles of their shoe underneath them? Do they know what they're standing on? Is it stone? Is it pebble? Is it this wood floor here? Is there a cat? Can you hear a cat meow or a bird's chirp? Focus on the birds chirping. And then you focus on one thing for a little while. And it can be as long as you want, as long as your mind can focus on that. And then you might start drifting off. And by drifting, I mean your mind goes along a certain current or a tangent, and you start noticing that the cars are driving by because there was just a loud car, and then you start listening to traffic, and you stand there with your eyes closed, all while remembering that your feet are attached to the wood, and you are one with the ground that you stand on, and you are just an observer. You are observing what is currently happening around you. You're noticing maybe the leaves are blowing in the wind, or you can hear the trees, the branches moving. Maybe you can see the blue starting to emerge from the sky. I know I can. This camera's not good. Here we go. Can I change the... I guess I can't change. Let's see if these guys, they do look juicy. Yeah, so I can have a guilt-free chill out with my cat during his favorite time of day, right when the birds start chirping. Which unfortunately is earlier than it used to be because summer is on its way. I guess that's one bonus that we can have from this past icy winter. And when I say icy, I don't mean icy in the good sense where it's just like kind of a cool ice storm and you see the trees with like icicles coming down and trees lose branches, and then when trees lose branches they start doing neat stuff. Branches come out of neat places and hollows start to form. It's all very interesting for me and my bud here, who likes to stand close to me because I'm talking and he likes when I talk. Right, bud? Hey, bud. So, I mean, I think that that's sort of a broad scope for today, but, you know, it's good to notice things. And it's also good, it's hard to figure out what other people's perspective is exactly sometimes. Like, I mean, with all the abortion stuff going on right now, it's like, if I told you that a organization was going to get together and rent space in town, and they would invite women to come and murder their children in this facility, and it was completely, you know, people wanted it to be able for them to go there privately and not be persecuted. But they murdered their children. And it's like, no, hold on. Maybe if we both have all of the information, we could have a bit more of a think on it. Like, when does human beings become human beings? Like, isn't it at consciousness? Or is it at conception? And if it's at conception, then, like, is it pre-conception? Is there a magnetic force since the egg chooses that specific sperm. Sometimes it is like that. The egg actually chooses. So, like, is it predetermined? Is it all meant to be? Was I meant to have the life that I lived in order to make this video today? Because conception. Or, I mean, like, it might have just been when a nervous system is formed in a fetus, and I don't know if that's when, but I assume when the nervous system forms, that is when brain cells would also form, I assume, which is when consciousness would begin, which is when human beings become, 32 chromosomes? Is that is that the whole deal? Or is it 60 something? Pretty sure it's 32. Alright, well, I'm gonna eat this stuff, so thanks for having the 5 a.m. or whatever barbecue with me. I happened to be up. Some of my friends stay up quite late, and I got hungry on the walk home, so look at that, you can even see the clouds. Alright, good night, guys. Mwah.